Welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. In the last episode we helped the Shege clan, and now it is time to go down to Candlemere Tower. But it's easier to go there via teleporting from Port Martins down to the... that Fort Groundbuster? No, I don't think it's Fort Groundbuster. Teleport to the South Nile Marshes. That would be Fort Tunefix. And then we can move on to Candlemere Tower. We might need to rest along the way. Yep. No, we don't want to enter the location, but we do want to rest. Ah, we have to set all of this up again. Jubilost. You can be hunting, you can be cooking, you can be guarding, and you can be camouflaging. White rose oysters. First world mince pie. That's really expensive to make, considering it requires first world fruits. Same with this. I don't know where we get purple worm cuts. I think we'll just stick to the baked spider legs for now.
You shouldn't have quit the Academy of Grand Arts, Lindsay. You definitely have a talent for writing, but talent is like an uncut diamond, worthless without skill.
It wasn't me who quit the Academy. The Academy quit me, and I don't regret it a single bit.
Indeed. Let's go to the cave from Luna's map. Of course, it's a first world location. Gnome ghosts. A flickering shadow stands before you, trembling and chanting something indistinct. In its silhouette, you barely recognize the figure of a gnome girl dressed in rags. No, we need to try again. The door will open. I promised them, I promised. Who are you, ghost? The ghost seems not to pay any attention to you. I promised them to open this door, to return everyone home. Bursting into a long and bleak laugh, the ghost makes a move as if she wants to run away, but then freezes and gives you an eerily attentive look. Who am I? I am Zhay, a wizard. I am the one who brought everyone here. This place. Once the Lantern King himself opened a gate from his dominion to Galarian here. He abandoned this road, but I thought I could open the portal again, or ask for help from an eldest. Return us all home. I was wrong, the door didn't open. We all lost color, one by one. So you're one of the gnomes from the first world? What happened to you? The ghost lets out a strange sound, half moan, half dull laughter. I lived a long life there in the first world. Many long lives. I traveled, I created, I danced upon the edge of the abyss and fell into the clouds. I died to be born again, with none of my strengths and skills, but with all the memories of the wonders I'd seen. But eternity can become tedious even for a soul that's forever young. Many older gnomes suffered it even before we knew what the bleaching was. Sooner or later there's not enough novelty anymore, so we all grew fascinated with a new game. Death. One of the eldest created it. Of course, he was just borrowing it based on his observations of the true gods. He drew a string from the River of Souls and created his own little circle of births, deaths, and judgments. Imitating the almighty Pharasma, he judged the souls that he owned and determined their further paths. It was so new, so exciting. Many gnomes volunteered. If not us, then who? But those who take from the goddess of death must be ready for the consequences. The Lady of Graves brought her wrath upon this creative eldest. He was stripped of his power and forever doomed to serve in her court, and we gnomes, we were torn from the first world and bound to the River of Souls like all creatures of the material plane. Thereafter, we lived like the rest, died like the rest, and learned all the pain of the bleaching. Our game had become our reality, and no longer could we tire of its fun and return to another one. But how? It's all so sad. My thoughts are scattered, crying all over. Foolish entertainment. Closure, imminence. This is a story worth coming a long way for. I shall save it in my heart. Jubilost looks at the ghost, shaken. It seems to be one of those rare moments that the gift of speech is lost to him. But this is not at all how I supposed it happen. Respected Jay, I understand that your condition does not allow for long conversations, but perhaps you could tell me... The ghost listens to him with eerie attention. Of course I could. I could do many things. I tried many ways to open the portal. Everything except a sacrifice. A little blood would come in handy. The ghost freezes, holds herself by the shoulders and sways back and forth, repeating over and over, I promised, I promised, I promised. That's rather a foolish performance, little ghost. You've staged a fine series of foolish performances. The playing the game of death, contacting an eldest not known for his mercy, trying to open a door that leads nowhere. But who are we addressing? Greetings, Caledorn, and of course you, most persistent of researchers. We see you solved our riddle. Jubilost folds his hands on his chest. We did. I might still fail to understand why you sent us the long way around instead of just telling us everything from the beginning. Some truths must be discovered to be known or seen with your own eyes. The host nods at the pile of gnome bones and the shivering ghost. Is what Shay told us true? About the game of death and Pharasma's punishment? Yes. One of our eldest brothers thought he could steal from a deity, and the gnomes that answered his call thought they could play at death. Death decided otherwise. Is there any way to change what happened and help the gnomes? If there is, we know nothing of it. The eldest can do many things, but as you both know, if it is not enough to confront a deity, especially one such as Pharasma, we have learned our lesson and do not play with the toys of others. Does that mean that this was all in vain? Of course not. The journey is often more important than the destination. Be satisfied with the secret you have won. The day I can simply be satisfied with something, I'll bleach. You say we learned our lesson, so you're also one of the eldest, host? You hear laughter from under the hood. Oh, we're tired of answering this question, and the many others that follow it. Ask us again next time, especially since the next time for you will be one of the first times for us. Why are you here? The right question at last. As I suspect you've realized, there is no way to save all the gnomes from the bleaching. You cannot return them to the First World and restore their connection to their homeland. And even if there were a sufficiently desperate and powerful creature ready to do it, their actions would not be looked on mercifully by the Lady of Graves. Though it cannot be done for all, it can still be done for one. We are ready to offer this gift as a token of our appreciation for your exciting adventure and your solution to the riddle. Do you hear, Sir Jubilost? You personally may become reconnected with the First World. You won't be entirely protected from death if you remain on Golarion, but you will be forever spared from the bleaching. Whenever you visit the First World, which we are aware you desire passionately, then you will be as immortal as any Fae. Jubilost fixes his glasses nervously. It's the only chink in his nonchalant facade. If this gift cannot help the whole gnome race, then I have no need of it. Of course I'm not immune to vanity, but I've always been ready to share the burden of mortality with the others who bear it on their shoulders. I'll even keep wearing these stupid glasses. I'll survive without the immortality of the First World and face the bleaching when it comes, as all gnomes have done before me. You can actually do a neutral evil. That's slightly tempting. But I don't think so. You're doing the right thing, Jubilost. Principles are principles. I'm glad we understand each other. Well, my decision isn't changing. I decline the gift of the eldest. We aren't easy to surprise, but you managed it. Very well. A rejection is a rejection. But the gifts of the eldest are not so easy to withdraw from the world. They must find an owner somewhere, one way or another. So what should we do? To whom shall we grant what has been promised? Maybe the gift will help Shay. That exhausted ghost deserves some peace. That's a worthy idea. What do you say, host? Can you grant the ghost peace instead of giving me immortality and everything that goes along with it? 1,000-year-old insane ghosts again? Well, why not? But we will do much more than simply give her peace. You'd be surprised how little difference there is between nowhere and here and now. She will open the door, just when she was always meant to. You have rejected the gift, Jubilost Narthropple, but we will not leave you without any reward at all. We offer you a trifle, the chance to sometimes glimpse eternity in the corner of your eye, just as we do. Now you can remember the history of things. Those who wander searching for mysteries and ancient relics might find this skill useful. And now, farewell. When you finally succumb to the bleaching, you may remember this moment. I wonder what you think then. Only time knows. Huh. Well, that was interesting. Did that give Jubilost an actual ability? Not as far as I can see, unless it's a special ability. Maybe that one. Perfect understanding. +10 to all knowledge arcana skills. Although, yeah. Not using that on him, so. Let's teleport back to the capital. Is the curse upon us yet? Nope. Let's go talk to Harim, see what he realized. Run all the way up with haste. It is over. Yes, I thought I was free of my past burdens when I accepted Grotus's truths into my heart, but it is only now that I have become truly free. You know, Caledorn, I used to hate them all so much. The dwarves who ousted me, the god who rejected me. Now, I look upon this and I barely remember that hatred. How pathetic they are with their pride and their stubbornness, building their toys to die among them, powerless to unmake the things they've made. I'd laugh, but in fact it makes me want to cry. But on the other hand, I thought, how should I put it? Harim wraps his beard around his fist. My gift, wherever it came from, the gift to destroy, to help others create. Perhaps my god does something similar. Everything that has a beginning has an end as well. One day, Grotus will be free and destroy this world. But imagine what will happen then, after the end. Perhaps a new beginning, a new creation and a new world? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you, Caledorn. Without you, I would have kept going in circles while resentment and hatred gnawed at me from the inside. You helped me find peace, and I swear by Grotus I won't leave your side until it's our turn to crumble to dust. It is good that we helped that paladin. It was an act of kindness. Harim shrugs indifferently. Good, bad. They were driven by greed and pride. Truth be told, the two didn't differ much. Both true children of the Shege clan and true followers of Torag. There is nothing to be proud of here. I care not who won the fortress. What draws my mind are thoughts of my place in the world and the true meaning of serving Grotus. Destroying, creating something new from the pieces and destroying it again. Isn't that what you're doing now here in the Stolen Lands? You've built your kingdom upon the ashes of countless predecessors. Ponder this when you have the time. Interesting. We only have Kalike's quest left, which I'm not really that interested in doing. Did that change anything on Harim? No, not really. Well, we have a few days left until we have to deal with the curse, so let's go check the kingdom. Dragon gives us the bashing shield. The curse is in 16 days. We might be able to do this. Okay, that was too much. The peasants accepted Rigongar's invitation and they've already begun training. Our people's patriotism only grows. 2 loyalty, 7 military. Harim talked people into trusting their clerics, and the panic subsided before it washed over the whole region. Now we have Creeping Death. Let's put Ragongar on that. Omen with a white deer again. Greedy tax collector. Ah, you're busy, but it's the beginning of the month. And Lindsay has brought an invitation. Lindsay excitedly waves around a letter written in neat handwriting on expensive stationery. I have news. Take a look. Irovetti, King of Pitax, sent you an invitation to the Rushlight tournament. We're not going to miss it, right? And you're taking me, of course? Invitation to the Rushlight tournament. Your Royal Highness, the much esteemed and illustrious Caledorn, tamer of Dunswood and the Stolen Lands, hero of the battle against the barbarian hordes on the Flint Rock grasslands, etc., etc., etc. I am happy to hereby invite you to the Rushlight Tournament, the most important social event in the River Kingdoms, where the whole region's upper crust will gather to mingle and have some innocent fun. The tournament, as always, will take place on the shore of the Rushlight River. I eagerly await your arrival and look forward to the chance to finally meet you in person. Cordially yours, Castruccio Irovetti, King of Pitax. All the high society of Pitax will be there, including people from the Academy. Maybe even Headmaster Atalia Gitarin. I'd love to see her face when she hears about the book Professor Eobald is writing with me. What is this tournament? Irovetti holds once in several years. Guests come from all the nearby kingdoms. Mivon, Gralton, Brevoy. I haven't been there personally, but I hear it's always a lot of fun. What can you tell me of Pitax and its king? Well, imagine a roadhouse full of pirates, mercenaries, smugglers, spies, and other gentlemen of fortune. They are drinking to their successes, talking business, buying, selling, hiring, choking, burying. Now, take this roadhouse and imagine it's the size of a kingdom. That was Pitax before Irovetti. Now imagine some unknown bard enters the roadhouse, pulls off a few shady deals, and suddenly became its owner. Everything is the same as it was, but now the walls are covered with portraits of the owner, a brass band plays music every night, a juggler with a pet bear walks around the room, gnome strippers dance on the tables, barmen sell a variety of racy substances from Numeria beyond its beer. That's Pitax now. That is a very colourful description, Lindsay. If Irovetti holds it once in several years, why did he wait until now to invite me? How would I know what goes on in Irovetti's head? Maybe he just thought you weren't important enough as a baron, but now you're a bona fide king. His equal, you could say. There's no reason not to invite you to what he considers the major social event of the year. Are you sure this isn't a trap? It is certainly possible. There's definitely some catch here. This is Irovetti we're talking about after all. But I doubt he'd try to kill you at his own festival with business partners from all of his neighbours present. He's more likely to try to sell you on some fraudulent deal or another. So keep your eyes and ears open and don't sign anything. Interesting. Well, if I have the time, why not? Great. Trap or no, it'll at least be a ton of fun. You'll take me with you, right? Pretty please? Rushlight fields have been revealed and +1 relations. Teruel gives us the cheat sheet gloves. Interesting name.
Irovetti, King of Pitax, invited our king to a tournament. But why? A demonstration of neighborly amiability, perhaps? Unlikely. The ruler of Pitax was renowned for his devious guile.
War of the River Kings. It's necessary to do here now. Rushlight tournament. Okay, so we have to go there quickly then. But before we do that, we'd better get to the bald hilltop. There we go. Let us buff up. Oh my. Is that it? Marquee Dazzle Light. Okay. We'd better get back to the capital then. That was an interesting sound. Next. A new attack is coming soon. Okay. Skip day. Tristian failed this one, so he suggested that the prisoners might be set free without ransom. The barbarians were offended, regarding this as an insult to their military honor. -1 to loyalty and relations. Creeping death, that was a success. The kingdom managed to persevere and enjoys peace once again. 4 military and 1 stability and espionage. The hero's reward. Tristian, you can do that. One of the army's commanders, a member of a respected local family, has performed an outstanding feat. The heroine deserves a reward, but it mustn't cause argument or envy. Did that remove the curse thing? The attacks on our kingdom have stopped. Did we win? I'll have to wait for news to arrive. Right. And the Rushlight tournament is about to begin. So we need to get there. Go see if we have any things for the storyteller. I don't think so, but we got 200 coins. No. Well, the Rushlight tournament is probably going to be quite the spectacle, so I think we'll do that in the next episode. But I have a few things to attend to in the market before I go off there. But that I'll do in between episodes. So, for now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.